I changed my entire life by changing my thoughts. The person I was in 2021, 3 years ago, when I learned about what manifestation was, first of all, I was a law of attraction girly. Now I'm a law of assumption girly. I'm like mainly Neville Goddard based, but I just believe that our thoughts create our reality. I literally use my thoughts to change my entire life. And I'm just going to tell you each arena that is up leveled now, because as a coach, I think it's my duty to also show you the wins that I've had in my life in order to motivate you to get on the manifestation train or the conscious creation train, because we're always manifesting, but get on the conscious creation train if you haven't already. Number one, I've manifested major weight loss. In a healthy way, but I used to visualize my dream body every single day, and now I have my dream body. And I literally used to be so puffy, so bloated. I used to have issues with eating too little, eating too much, like yo-yo dieting. I used to have such a bad relationship with food, and now I have such an amazing relationship with food. I literally eat anything I want. I used to be like, oh, I'm gluten intolerant, or I literally eat whatever I want, whenever I want, and I just have such a beautiful relationship with my body, and I move my body how I want to, and it's just like such a more relaxed approach. And it's literally just by affirming and visualizing that I have my dream body without even really trying. And I would visualize myself every single day standing in front of the mirror and feeling my dream body, and it's just here now. Like, I've manifested it. I used to be so puffy and so like bloated and whatever. Number two is I manifested an up level in my income. I used to make literally no money. I used to be super broke in 2021. You can see also by the flat I'm living in now, it's much nicer than the place that I used to film in. And yeah, I literally manifested like maybe a triple in my income, and that's simply just by affirming about money, visualizing money in my bank account, and getting led into different business ideas and creative ideas in order to make that money. And that also leads me into career. I manifested a major up level in my career, way more followers, way more clients. I get so many business opportunities now just like thrown my way, like going to influencer events. And me 3 years ago would have never been confident enough to do that, but also would have never seen myself as an influencer, somebody who's like good enough to go and teach these amazing events with influencers, whatever. And number four, I manifested a lot of physical changes with like longer hair. I mean, recently I cut my hair like last year, and it was just taking a while to grow. So I was affirming my hair grows like weeds. My hair grows like weeds so fast, so quick. And it's literally gotten so long within the past week. Like, it's insane. It's all in the mind, guys. I've manifested like a tighter jawline, but that was just with my weight loss, I guess. I've manifested so much. I've also manifested better relationships, romantic and friendship relationships, and better family relationships, and just more people in my life who resonate with me, and more people in my life who inspire me and who make me happy. And I've really just like in all arenas of my life, changing my thoughts has changed my entire life. And I want you to, whoever's watching this, if you're feeling stuck, I want you to believe that you can do it, because you can do it. Because the place I was in 3 years ago was really hopeless and really lost and really unhappy. And I was putting all these stupid limiting beliefs on myself, stupid standards on myself. I had no confidence. My self-concept is another huge part of manifestation, as we know. It's how you see yourself, how you think about yourself, what thoughts you have about yourself and your identity. And when I shifted my identity with law of assumption and with manifestation or with conscious creation, I just see myself in a completely new way now. I'm so much more confident, and I truly do feel worthy of the things that I've attracted into my life. And again, if you are questioning if manifestation is real or it works or whatever, or if you should start trying to consciously create, this is your sign to do it, because it's going to change the game.
I'm going to tell you how to get anything you want. Get out a piece of paper. Write down what you want at the top of the piece of paper. A new job, a new boyfriend, a vacation, $100,000. Imagine you're placing an order from a catalog. So you're ordering this thing, and now it's asking you to specify all the details. You want a new girlfriend, new boyfriend? You write down every single thing about that person that you can imagine. How tall they are, what they look like, what their hobbies are like, what a day is like with them. Whatever details come to you, as vague or as specific as you want to get, you write down everything you would like to order, because you are placing an order from that thing, from the catalog of the universe. If it's a new job, when do you want to start work? Where would it ideally be? What are your coworkers like? What is your job title like? How much do you get paid, etc.? You can do this for anything. There are absolutely no limitations. You are simply making a list on a piece of paper. You can do this for anything. You can say, but I don't even know what I want. So you then write down, what I want is to want to know what I want. Then you're going to take that list. You're going to fold it up. You're going to tuck it away somewhere that you see every day. If you have a little altar in your house, if you have a favorite little plant, you tuck it under that plant. You can put it under a crystal. Just put it somewhere that you're like, ooh, I know just where I'm going to tuck it away. Now you've placed that order. You have placed that order from the universe, and it is coming to you. So the second step is to prepare for that thing to come into your life. If you're about to meet your life partner that you're going to be with forever, are you ready? Could they come over to your apartment tonight? If you run into them on the street, get your apartment ready to bring your dream partner over. Get your hair done, get your nails done, get a new outfit. Feel so ready that if you bumped into them on the street when you were running to Walgreens, you'd be ready. If you've asked for a new job, get ready for that job. Are you ready to start tomorrow? Are you ready to walk into that job later this afternoon if it happens to all work out? All you have to do is place the order and then get ready to receive it. The third step is to trust, because we don't know the timing. This could happen tomorrow for you once you make this list. This could happen in a year and a half. That part is not your business because time isn't fucking real. Sorry, I didn't swear that whole time, and then at the end I dropped an F-bomb, but words are meaningless. Make a list, get ready to receive it, chill out and trust.
The only thing worse than wasting 2 years on a man is wasting 2 years plus 1 day. And I think I used to dig my heels in and go, well, we've already been together a year, so I have to prove to everyone that he's actually a really nice guy. And he doesn't just play Fortnite all day. No, he did. And I think women need to cut their losses. That time is already gone. Please.
Getting hobbies literally changed my life. And I need all of us, especially us ladies, to get more hobbies. We need to learn how to kick our feet up and do something just for our own pure enjoyment and not for anybody else. The first hobby I picked up was immediately when I moved to a new city, and that was bar. That was a fantastic exercise class that I loved, and I met my bestie there, and it just gave me a routine, and it gave me a sense of fulfillment and a sense of community before I even knew people in the neighborhood that I moved to. Then I purchased a little book on Amazon and a set of oil pastels, and I began to do oil pastels after work every day, and that also changed my life, because instead of thinking about how stressful my workday was or something that I had done wrong at work, I could just free my mind and think about how colorful I wanted a flower to be or what I was going to draw. And that was so rewarding. I haven't done oil pastels in a little while, and I need to get right back on it. Art collecting is one of my favorite hobbies because being around artists completely changed my life. I don't think I would have had as much courage to quit my job if it were not for being around artists. These people take risks every day to be uncomfortable, to express themselves, and to be vulnerable about their story when they're presenting their art. And it held up a mirror to me on how comfortable I was in my life and the fact that I wasn't doing what I knew was my full potential. On top of that, I've always been told that I'm a creative person, but I never really felt like I had a creative outlet, and art inspired me to seek what that was. And my creativity now has no limits. I do oil pastels, I paint. I'm not fantastic at either of those, but I also have been doing website design for my own resources, and I'm a fashion stylist, and I credit that to being around artists. That's why I keep saying that your environment is not the place that you're in, but the people that you're surrounded by. Being around people who had more creative experience changed my life. And then I picked up figure skating lessons, which I do weekly in the fall and winter, and I absolutely love. My trainer is the bomb. I went fishing for the first time this year. Absolutely loved it. The third time I ever threw the cast, it went out farther than everybody else I was fishing with. It was so much fun. I love fishing, and I feel like that's gonna be a really relaxing activity for me to do with my husband one day. I also learned how to golf. I've been doing golf lessons for months. Yeah, I think those are all of my hobbies, but I just love doing new things. This year, I want to learn how to snowboard and or ski. My dream vacation is to go to Japan, so I'm hoping to learn how to snowboard before I go to Japan.
One way to know if he's a good man, and what I mean by a good man, a man who will love you and take care of you. If a man has to eat lunch every single day, he cannot skip lunch. That is a good quality man. That is a man that you should be with. Someone, if you're looking for someone to take care of you, someone who will be there for you financially, can he skip lunch? I'm not talking about breakfast. I'm not talking about dinner. I'm not talking about a dinner. I'm not talking about a brunch. Does he have to have lunch every day? If so, that is a man that you can trust. That is a man that you should have children with. That is also a man that you should be in a long-term monogamous relationship with. Okay, a lot of you be asking me, okay, dear, you'll be telling me red flags. What about something that's positive, a positive indicator? A man that has to eat lunch every single day. He makes it a point to eat lunch.
So by now we all know that there's a very subtle art to looking super put together, clean and polished and organized. So here's some more things that you could be doing to look more put together than you actually are anytime you step out of the house. I talked about watches in my last video, but something else that you could be doing to look a little bit more put together is just keeping your wrist area more clean. And by that, I more mean not keeping things on your wrists that aren't jewelry. Please take the hair ties off. Take them off. They don't look good, and they're also not good for your health. They tend to constrict your blood flow in this area. They leave marks, like they just do not look good. I get that it's handy to have hair ties on you, but they don't have to be on your wrist. Just keep them in your purse, in your car, or just near you wherever you are. Just not on your wrists. They look messy, not very organized looking. Efficient? Maybe. Another thing to start doing to look more put together and polished is to keep your lips hydrated. This kind of just ties into overall just looking better when you go out, but chapped lips look really lazy in a way because it almost looks like you don't even care enough to take care of your own health. So keeping lip gloss or chapstick on you at all times is a really good way to look more organized and put together. I also just feel like anytime I'm around someone who always has lip gloss or chapstick, like they're on top of things. They have their priorities straight, truly. Going off of another thing I talked about in my last video, I mentioned how a good way to look organized is to always carry a purse. Something else that I also think looks really put together and on top of things is to always use a wallet or a card holder on top of using a purse. I feel like it is pretty common to always have at least a card holder on you. But sometimes it is easy to just throw your credit cards and your loose change into your purse and then it tosses and jingles around. But it's not the best look when you could have everything organized into that wallet or even like a dust bag in your purse. And this actually is a key to being more organized when you're the person who has to dig around in your bag trying to find your card. It doesn't look very organized. It looks kind of messy. Even if you have your card holder or wallet like attached to your keychain, I think looks a lot better than not using one at all. Another thing to start doing to help yourself to not look so messy or on the lazy side is to start stepping up your running out of the house outfit. Glowing up in 2025 means no more running out of the house in your baggy, grungy sweats and a random like graphic school t-shirt and some random jacket and messy shoes. I totally get it when you just need to step out of the house to maybe just run one errand or just grab something really fast. But if you can slowly elevate your outfits that you choose to just run out of the house in, you'll look really organized and polished. You'll honestly just look hot. You'll look so much hotter. I am guilty of this one if we are listening and not judging, but we're all trying to be better here. Now, this could be a slightly unpopular opinion when it comes to just trying to look more polished and just on top of everything, because I think it can kind of come across as a little bit shallow. But just try anytime you step out of the house, you're going to be out in public, to put on even just a little bit of minimal makeup, whether it's concealer, a little bit of mascara, some lip gloss. It will just help you to look really put together and on top of everything. I think it just helps you look more lively and kind of that you're ready to tackle the day and get everything done, because it kind of gives that look of I've been ready, I've been put together like this. It's hard to explain without just straight up saying like, oh, well, you need to put makeup on to look better. But it does help. As someone who I never want to do my makeup when I'm just running outside to get a few things done. But I personally very much grew up with a mom who was very like, no, fix your face, put a little something on. And even though I hated it, she was right. The last thing I want to talk about is when I know I'm going to get heat for. I am all for staying hydrated and carrying a water bottle with you, but please stop clanging and swinging around and carrying around these big Stanley tumblers or the hydro flasks. I think it kind of goes into what I talked about in my last video of you just don't want too many things in your hands when you're kind of running around and about. And I'm not saying don't carry a water bottle with you, but these big, obnoxious statement, trendy water bottles, they're not giving put together to me. Obviously, if you're just going and running to a workout and you just have like a fanny bag or a small bag with you and then your water bottle, that's different. You're going to work out, you need your water bottle, I get it. But if that isn't the case, if you can, try to keep your water bottle in your bag or just keep it in the car or something, because this and like carrying all this stuff in your hands, it doesn't look good, but especially something as big as these Stanley water bottles. They are cute to have, just don't be swinging them around, but do stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, drink your water.
Receive money well. From now on, please receive money as angels come in. After money comes in, don't put your angels in a cage. A lot of people treat money like a hostage. Once the money comes in, you have to let the money go like an angel. Money angels fly out. They want to fly out and help other people. So after you receive well, enjoy money with appreciation. Enjoy the food, enjoy whatever you do with money, and then let go. So when you spend money, when you pay bills, when you eat at the restaurant, you can say, money, thank you, like you're waving at angels. Thank you so much for being with me. Come back with your friends. Fast, right?
The most diabolical thing I've ever seen a woman do is a woman that I know whose millionaire fiance cheated on her. And the moment she found out, she moved her things out in silence and never spoke to him again. Do you know what happened? He gets with someone else and becomes a bigger cheater. He is cheating on her in her face, and she doesn't leave because she doesn't want to leave the millions. And the entire time, he is still trying to get back with the first woman. Calling, emailing, showing up at her door. He marries the second woman. And before his wedding, he is still trying to get back with the first woman. His wife is in therapy, and it costs way more than all of the designer bags and jewelry combined. And he's still trying to get back with the first woman. Now, there are 2 reasons why he will never get over her. The first is unfinished business. She just stopped speaking to him. It is leaving a void that he just can't fill no matter who or what he does. And the second is she was different. Everybody else stays. Everybody else values him for what he can do for them financially. But she didn't need him. Her value was in herself instead of his money. The moral of the story: always be the woman that got away. Whether you want to leave with your head held high, whether you want to make him feel stupid, or whether you want him back, all roads lead back to being the woman that got away. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little life hack if you want to make a man fear losing you. And no, I'm not talking about commitment. I mean being fucking terrified to lose you. It's based in dark psychology, so spare me with the non-ethical shit. This is just how the human brain works. You need to become his sole supply for something that he cannot live without. And no, I'm not talking about what you might think. He can get that elsewhere. I'm talking about the things that he links to you, and the thought of losing you would never be worth anything he would gain. Are you the person that inspires him? Are you the person that gives him hope? Are you the person that makes him feel alive? Are you the person that brings him out of a bad day? Are you the person that brings him out of a bad mood? You are sweetening his coffee, so that when he's not with you, everything tastes more bitter. You do this by surveying his life. Identify where there is a lack, a kink in his armor. Where is the need? And you become his best source of it. If he's always wanted someone to understand the real him, you understand the shit out of him. If he's always wanted someone to cheer him on, you get a megaphone and cheer that man on. If he's always wanted someone to do silly things with, things that other people would think are corny, you do it. It is filling a void that he craves so bad that he will think twice before he ever considers losing it. Men are stupid, yes, but having someone fear losing you is much better than thinking that you're easily replaced.
The reason that the goals on your vision board never come true is because you're too embarrassed. I've been seeing so many TikToks online right now about when you go to the printer shop to get a picture of a Porsche and a mansion printed out for your vision board and you're embarrassed by what the printer guy thinks. No, we're not doing that. I have fought this battle many years ago when I was nervous about putting my vision board up in my bedroom because I thought my family's gonna see this and think I'm weird. Like, that's just embarrassing. But the truth is, every single time you feel embarrassed or judged by another person, it's simply a reflection of the judgment you hold towards yourself. That's when I realized, oh, other people aren't gonna judge me, I'm judging me. I think my goals are too big. I worry I'm not gonna be able to achieve this. You need to work on that. And then the second that you become so delusionally confident and fearless in the goals that you are setting on your vision board, is the exact moment in which everything will come true for you. Because if somebody told you 110% yes, you are going to drive a Porsche, what's there to laugh about? What's so embarrassing about printing off a picture of it? You know you're gonna have it. That's how you need to act and think.
Do you know women's cortisol levels drop 35% when they've been living by themselves for 3 months or longer? This is done by research by Joe Dispenza, and I can tell you, like, after being in partnership and living with men for so many years now, and now living on my own in my own apartment, I have never felt peace like this in my life. And this is not a slander against men or anything. I'm just telling you, the peace that I feel right now is unmatched. I feel like I can think. I feel like when I'm out in public, I'm more relaxed. I'm walking more confidently. I'm walking slower. I feel clearer about what I want to do with my future. I know what I need to do with my day. I can work longer hours because I'm not so stressed out and caught up in somebody else's mood and what somebody else expects of me. I don't feel like I'm not enough. And that's always how I feel in partnership with a man, especially when I'm living with him. I never feel like I can fully relax at home. I love to cry for no reason. Like, I just cry on a regular basis, and not because I'm sad, but just because I enjoy it. And so, like, I like to be able to do that when I'm home. And I realize when I cry more often, I'm more in touch with my feelings, and I let myself just laugh and whatever. Like, I don't feel as emotionally constipated like I do in a partnership. And I feel like then when I'm in public, I'm a lot more emotionally regulated and happy and light. Sure, was there an initial detox? Like, I felt super anxious the first day or day and a half, and I cried a lot. It's like adjusting to be on your own again. But I swear that like third or fourth day, I was like, oh my God, the clouds have cleared. Like, I'm not angry all the time anymore. Like, as you've seen on my other content, like being angry, like I forgave the guy that cheated on me. I don't care anymore. I'm moving upward and onward. Like, I feel so good. It's just, I just think women have been sold this lie that we need men and men make us happier. Because you cannot contest the way that you feel when you're by yourself. As a woman, it feels just euphoric. And the last time I was by myself, it was after another breakup, and I was traveling around the world. And I equated it to just, living off my savings and traveling and, not having any obligations or being in Thailand. But I think it was just being alone. That's why I was so happy. And what's crazy too is when I was in a relationship before, like, I would always be thinking like, oh, I need to go do social stuff. I like this obligation, like, okay, I need to go make friends. Now I don't care. Like, I feel so happy just not doing anything and going and doing stuff on my own. And I'm naturally wanting to just go to, I went to a Zumba class today and saw a girl I hadn't seen in forever. And we're like, oh, let's meet up and whatever. Like, things just happen more naturally. They're not as forced. And I don't feel this constant rumination in my head that I felt when I was living with a partner. And if you want to watch the whole video of this, it's Why Women Who Live Alone Are the Happiest by Joe Dispenza. Look that up on YouTube. It will completely change your mindset.
Don't go for the rich guy if you're looking for a provider. It doesn't matter how much money he has right now. He could have so much money, and if he's not a providing kind of guy, if he's not generous, he is never going to provide for you. Go for the guy who wants to provide and protect you. Doesn't matter how much money they have. It's an energy, it's an attitude.
What I wish I knew at 30 instead of 45. You are not behind in life. Because honestly, what does that even mean? Things are not where you want them to be, but constantly concentrating on that will not make your life better. Your 30s are going to be like the caterpillar inside that casing doing all the unseen work. Raising your kids, taking care of your sick mom, dealing with financial struggles, being worried about being accepted, and trying to figure out how to make it all happen without losing yourself. But then you get into your 40s and you sort of break out of all that and you can fly like a butterfly. It seems cliche, but it happens. When you are in it, it feels like it'll be that way forever, but it won't. Not everything is going to work out and some really crappy things are going to happen, but you will pull through. So no, you are not behind. You may just be beginning. And there is a lot of road ahead. Ooh, hot. I think I need to let that steep more. There's this false concept that you should come into life with everything just kind of figured out. But that is not true. You actually never stop growing, and aging is cool. That's good.
You know what makes me so mad is when people tell me, oh, you need to be rich in order to do skincare, to look pretty, and to do basic hygiene care. Like, bish, no. Like, I maintained a perfect skin when I was like 17, 18, and I had like $30 to my name. Like, stop making excuses. So today, I'm going to show you guys how to do skincare with products that you can find in Walmart that are under $30 in total, and with products that you can find at home so that y'all stop making excuses. I do not want to hear any excuses. Okay, first we're going to get a bowl of hot water. It cannot be boiling. It must be warm or a little bit hot, okay? And then we're going to take a towel. We're going to put it over our head. We're going to place our face a little bit far from the bowl so that you don't burn your face and only the steam comes to your face. It helps when you cover all the areas with the towel so that no steam gets out. And we're going to be doing this for about 3 minutes. Okay, so this is what your face would look like after you're done with the steam. So all your pores right now has been opened up because of the steam. Now you're going to take a cleansing oil. You can get any type of cleansing oil. There is a cleansing oil that sells in Walmart called Clean and Clear. It's under $6. You can buy it. We're gonna take the cleansing oil. We're gonna get sugar, okay? A little bit of sugar, not too much, preferably brown, not too much because you don't want to scrape your face. You're going to create a soft scrub, okay? Like so. And we're going to scrub and exfoliate our skin, especially around your nose area, okay? And also, I want to tell you, do not use too much sugar, just a little bit to scrub off and exfoliate all the dead skin cells and blackheads. And do not use sugar scrub often, only like once in 3 weeks or once in 2 weeks, okay? Okay, next we're going to get a warm wet towel and gently remove the cleansing scrub off your face, like so. Now you will feel that your skin is so smooth right now. Okay, next we're going to take, this is an extra step that I choose to take. You don't have to. We're going to take an alcohol swab and get a pimple popper. After we do the disinfectant, we are going to take the pimple popper and gently press on your nose to get a little bit of that blackhead out. As you can see, there are some blackheads and whiteheads that came out. Pretty disgusting. Okay, next we're going to take a cleansing foam. You can buy a Cetaphil cleansing foam that's under like $9 at Walmart. Okay, or any type of cleansing foam. And we are going to wash our face like this. Okay, I just went and washed my face and I cannot tell you how smooth and fresh my skin feels. We're going to take a cotton swab and we're going to just cleanse around the nose area to get all that booger out. Okay, next you're gonna take some ice cube. You're going to melt it around your hand a little bit and just apply it on your face like so, so that all your pores close back up again. And it actually helps with tightening your face as well, like so. Okay, next we're gonna take any type of serum that's rolling around in your house. If you do not have the money for this, you can skip this step, but I'm going to take a hyaluronic serum and put it as a base. And I say this again, if you do not have enough budget for this, you can skip this step. If anyone is wondering, this is a CLIV hyaluronic ampoule. I love this ampoule. buy it. Next, we're gonna take Vaseline. Vaseline is under $3 at Walmart, okay? We're going to get a scoop of Vaseline. We're going to apply a very thin layer on your face. You do not have to apply a thick layer, just a thin layer on top of your face for my oily girls. For my girls who have very sensitive skin or very dry skin, a little bit thick layer is okay. And then you're going to apply the rest of that Vaseline on your lips, like so. After you make sure all that Vaseline is soaked in, you're going to go to sleep. That's it. Next is body care. If you do not have the enough budget to buy fancy body cream, you can buy coconut oil from Walmart that's under like $10. This is actually shea butter that I bought from Whole Foods, but you can buy, and I've been using coconut oil, and you are going to apply coconut oil on your skin, and I swear your skin will feel so much softer, and it does wonders for your skin. And that's it. Look at how easy and affordable that was. And look at my skin. Amazing. And drink lots and lots of water. Everybody deserves to be pretty. We do not make any excuses around here. Try it. Bye, girlies. Hope that helped.
It's that time of the year where we plan out 2025 and you want 2025 to be your best year yet. I am going to show you how to get there in 4 steps using ChatGPT. This isn't only going to give you exactly how you want to feel by the end of 2025, but the steps to get there. So, step 1, you are going to type into ChatGPT this prompt. I want to create my goal and vision for 2025. Please guide me through this process by asking me 10 questions, one by one. And when I'm done answering the 10th question, please write down my dream life story for 2025, what my 2025 affirmation will be, and then my top 5 goals broken by relationship, business, family, money, body, and life. Now, that last bit, you can edit. If you don't want to, you might not care about your body. You might feel really great and you don't need a specific goal or a pathway to that. That's all good. You might not care about that for your family and friends, whatever. Might be around being more productive. You can get as specific as you want. You can edit that. You're then going to press submit and it's going to spit out all of the questions. Some questions you might get. So for example, the ones I've got, what does your dream day look like in 2025 from morning to evening? What's the most important values or feelings you want to prioritize in 2025? And it also adds some extra prompts like consider career goals, family milestones, financial achievements. Be really specific. I want to have $20,000 saved by the end of the year towards whatever, for example. What's one habit or behavior you need to let go of? And it's going to keep guiding you. And then at the very end, it is going to spit out your life story for 2025, exactly in the words that you want to feel, what you want to achieve, how you want to get there. It's going to pull it all together. It's then going to give you your affirmation. What are those things that have tied in that are going to help inspire you every day? Then it's going to give you your goals. And from here, we're going to expand it out into exactly what you need to do every day. So ways you can take this further. Cool. Thanks so much. How can I get here? What would I need to do every day? It's going to give you your daily habits every day. Then you can prompt chat to say, this is awesome. Can you tell me exactly what my daily schedule should look like and include a goal tracker? So then it's going to say at 6 a.m. you're going to wake up and do this. At 7:30 you're going to do this. You can then of course take this and edit it and run with it, but you are going to get really clear in what you want for 2025 because we can't go off and create vision boards or bingo cards and all the fun stuff without being really certain that it is what you want. So go into ChatGPT, do this, come back, part 2 next.
Side quests are how we're going to make our lives feel fun again. And if you're wanting to bring some joy back into your life, you're going to need to make a side quest jar. The concept is pretty simple. Just take a jar you have and then get 3 different colored pieces of paper. Pick one color for not at home activities that cost money, one color for not at home activities that cost little to no money, and another color for at home activities. Then you're going to write down your side quests that you want to do. Feel free to use any of mine. I'm planning on pulling from this jar weekly, but feel free to do whatever frequency you feel is best for you. And of course, make sure to follow me because I'm planning on documenting my whole entire side quest journey from start to finish.
The key to learning a language effectively in 2025 is ditching Duolingo and all of those random phrases that will get you nowhere. Hi, my name is Maggie. I speak 9 languages, and today I'm going to show you what to do instead if you want to learn a language in 2025. The first thing I want you to do is full immersion. TV shows, movies, media, TikTok, Instagram, anything. Set that in your target language. It does not matter if you do not fully understand it yet. The important thing is to establish a strong connection between you and your target language and to have as much exposure of it as possible. Like, you spend so much time scrolling on your phone, why not set it in your target language? The second thing is to be curious. Just be curious about the language, about the culture, research as much as possible, become an expert in the field. The more curious you are, it is more likely that you're gonna learn way more about the language instead of just like browsing textbooks, doing the boring stuff that no one wants to do. Because let's face it, practicing grammar and practicing vocab can be quite mundane. So if you find something that you actually enjoy doing, if you find something you're passionate about and research about it in your target language, you'll become way more motivated to actually like stay consistent with your language, and you're going to remember why you started in the first place. And the third thing I want you to do is to speak from day one, and not those silly like repeat after me exercises that Duolingo does. They don't get you anywhere. You don't have to find a partner yet if you're too shy or like you don't want to talk to anyone. That's completely fine. Just record yourself speaking. After you learn something, try to say it out loud in front of a mirror. Record yourself. And if you record yourself every single day or every single week of your language learning journey, you're gonna have a comparison of what it was when you started versus how you are now. And that's also something that's going to keep you motivated to continue learning the language. Because one of the biggest mistakes is not speaking the language, and it's happened to me. When I started learning languages, I would not speak them. I was too shy. I felt embarrassed. I felt stupid. I thought I wasn't good enough. And then you realize that when you start speaking, everything like magically improves and just become way more fluent, way more quickly. Hope this helps.
Start documenting things that you're thinking. You don't have to set up a pretty aesthetic day in the life to grow your personal brand. That's great if you want to do, but that's not what you have to do to grow a personal brand. It's about documenting what you're thinking. I'm sitting here working on an ebook, and I had this idea for a TikTok. I was just thinking about day in the lives and lifestyle content, and I just wanted to pop on camera and talk about it, and I did. I'm documenting what I'm thinking. We get so caught up in like trying to create the perfect TikTok when I'm just sitting on my couch in a blanket working on an ebook with Christmas jazz music on, talking to the camera. This is what people crave. And a lot of people in my comments are like, well, like, you know, I'm posting the content, I'm like trying to connect, like it seems like I'm not getting comments or engagement, or like people aren't following me. And I go look at their account and it's like picture perfect aesthetic. They're not talking to the camera at all. It's a bunch of B-roll content or like carousel post. Creating is great, but documenting is really even better. A long time ago, Gary Vee said document over create when it comes to content. And it's always stuck with me to just like in the moment pick up the phone and just start talking to the camera. Even if it's like 3 to 4 times a day, it's so beneficial and it kind of works that creative muscle. Oftentimes, you just need to get outside to work the creative muscle. You just need to do things that spark inspiration and not just like try to re-record things 10,000 times or be on your computer looking up how to do this. Get outside, do something creative, and those creative juices will start flowing. Just pick up the camera, talk to it.
Here is a little side hustle for the girls. I don't know how legal this is. It's honestly, I think it is legal. It's just not, I don't know. Download a dating app. Any app, Tinder, Hinge, not Bumble. I don't think it would work well on Bumble. But basically, set your age preference to around maybe like 35 to like all the way up to like fucking 70 or however much it allows you, and put in one of the prompts or the bio or whatever that you that says like fucking spoil me or something, and then leave like a little bit of like a Venmo or like a PayPal or something in the bottom, and watch the money flow in even though you haven't talked to any single one of these men. And you know, I think you could get banned. You know, you're most definitely gonna get banned off the dating apps if you do this, but it's like if you don't plan on using it in the future, it really doesn't matter. So if you need a couple extra $100, this would work for you.